Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Second and 15 now. Brady, man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Play brings up third down.
Three and out. A real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. They find some open field here. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack.
You know what? Why don't you just start it?
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Michael Batchelor.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Jets.
Wait, 20.
Brady now to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown away.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the...
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there.
Phillip Lindsay on
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
By Robert Quinn.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Darnold completes it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Robert Foster.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 18.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Jets 0.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
On the carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the Seahawks 19-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Wait, that 380. 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 7, Brady. And this is Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Lindsay. It's a gain of 6.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and John, they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Brady, deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second down and 10, Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Jets nothing.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
That one goes for 24 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Bobby McGee.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try again with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He was brought down. Well,
sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
At their own
that is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
That's good.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5. At the 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got a first down past the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?